Okay, let's do a practice for the SAT. Okay, so that will be SAT practice. Okay, let's do this problem. A factory was owned by Peter, Meg, and John, each having an equal share. That means each one has 1/3 because it's equal share. Peter sold half of his share to Meg. Okay, let's write here. This one will be Peter, this one will be Meg, and this one will be John. Okay. So Peter sold half of his share to Meg. So this is Peter. Half of this share, that will be 1/3 times 1/2, which is the same. 1/3 divided by 2 is the same as 1/3 times 1/2. Okay, that will be 1/6. So that means that Peter keeps 1/6 and give 1/6 to Meg. 1/6 to Meg and keeps 1/6 because 1/6 is half of 1/3. Okay, let's continue. John sold 1/4 of his share to Meg. John sold 1/4. So if half of 1/3 is 1/6, half of 1/6 is 1/12. So that will be 1/4. Or this is 1/12. Or if you want to do it in a different way, 1/3 divided by 4 is the same as 1/3 times 1/4. That will be 1/12. Okay, if you want to see the math process. So the question is, what share of the factory has Peter and John together? So Peter is 1/6 and John is this is 1/12 what he gave to him. So what John have is 1/3 minus 1/12, and that would be times 4, 4 over 12, 4 minus 1, that would be 3 over 12. Okay, 3 over 12. And in this side, he has 1/6, that is Peter, because the question is what share of the factory has Peter and John together. So Peter is 1/6 and John is 3/12. So if I add that, 3/12, this one would be 2/12, 2/12 if I times by 2 each one, and that would be 5 over 12. So the answer for that question is 5 over 12. Here there are many options, so 5 over 12 is shadow a little bit because that's the answer. Okay, let's practice another word problem. Remember that in the SAT exam there are questions like this that you have to solve it in a minute and 20 seconds maximum. So I'm taking more time because I'm explaining where things comes from, but I recommend you to really be very good with fractions. That would help you a lot. Okay, let's see another problem. This one says that two people set off by car on a rally and take the same road, which is 56 kilometers long. If it drives at an average of speed of 40 kilometers per hour and B at an average speed of 64 kilometers per hour, how long will it take A from B after B finish the route? So we know that here, remember there is a formula, distance, it's equal velocity times t, or time. Okay, that's very important for those kind of problems. This is like the very basic formula of physics, like the first one everybody learned. Okay, so we know the distance it's equal 56 kilometers. Okay, that's the distance, and we know that the velocity of B, because B finished the race after B finished the road. So B finished, that means that the distance that B traveled is 56 kilometers. Okay, 56 kilometers, and the speed is 64. Velocity is equal 64 kilometers per hour. So with this information, I can find T. Okay, so T is equal, if S is equal B times T, T is equal S divided by B. S divided by B. That would be 56 divided by 64. If we just simplify here, divided by 8, that will be 7, and divided by 8, that will be 8. So T is 7/8 hours. That's T. Now, because both travels the same time, because an average speed of 64, how long will take A from B after B finish the road? So both travels the same time, 7/8. Now, we know that A has a different speed because an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So we have the speed, that is 40. We have T, that is 7/8. So we need to find the distance that A travels. Okay? So if we simplify, 40 divided by 8 is 5. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 5 times 7 is 35. So 35 kilometers is the distance that A travels. So if we want to know how long will be A from B, that will be the 56 kilometers that B finished. This is B distance, minus the 35, which is A distance, and that will be equals 21. So the answer for that question is 21. Remember that both, they go to the same road. This is the 56 kilometers. So A and B are running, but B is going faster than A. So they go like this, B is faster. So when B finish, A is at some point here, but less than B because B drives faster. That's why this one reached 35 kilometers and B finished with the 56 kilometers. So the distance between A and B when B finished the race, here is A, here is B. This distance here, it's 21 kilometers. Okay? Hope these problems help you a little bit, and let's go to another one. Let's solve another one. Okay, this is more algebra. It says that if f, let's see here. Okay, there we go. If f of x is equal to 3x minus 2 and g of x is equal to x plus 1, and if f of k is equal to g of k, what is the value of k? So there is a certain value for which f of x is equal to g of x. This value we can find it by equal both equations. 3x minus 2 is equal to x plus 1. And here you just solve this simple equation. That would be x equal 3. Because this 2x, you subtract it here. 3x minus 2x is x. And you add 2 both sides. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Now we want to check the equation f of 3 to see if 3 is that k we're looking for. That would be 3 times 3 minus 2. And g of 3 would be 2 times 2 plus 1. So in this case, we have 9 minus 2 is 7. And here 2 plus 3. Sorry, because the value of x is 3. 2 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So here I can see that f of k, it's equal to g of k. In that case, k is equal to 3, so 7 equals 7. So I hope those 3 problems help you a little bit for the SAT. Remember, in the SAT, the math is not hard, but you have to solve it quick. A minute per problem, minute and 20 seconds, something like that. Okay? Thank you very much, and recommend those videos, and have a wonderful day.